Good morning, tubers. Madam Roy back once again. Trying to get a good angle here. I am downstairs in the kitchen. This is the 17th. Wow. I'm way too ahead today, huh? Well, anyway, 17th of March, 2018. Reason I'm down here is, yesterday at the thrift stores, I picked up two brand new, let me see if I can show you the box at least, Garmin Nuvi 1450 LMTs for $17 a piece. That's right, these were in the thrift store for $17 a piece, brand new. You can see inside that everything is still wrapped up except for the GPS, because I took that out to do the map updates, which I'm doing right now. Suction cup mount, and then you got the what do you call it, the little cigarette lighter adapter. These are really nice because these actually have the traffic a beacon on. I don't know what the proper term for this is, but basically this little bar here senses if there's traffic in your direction. It'll actually put you on a new route in case of that. So that was really awesome. I think I'm going to check our thrift store too. I'm wondering if this may be something that the CHKD bought and maybe never used, but for $17 a piece, that is so cheap. So right now I'm doing the map updates because these are, even though they're brand new, they're from 2011, so they're new old stock. And I promised Mom and Dad that I would take care of that for them, and I always honor my promises as much as I possibly can. We're not all perfect, but I do my best. So I just downloaded the Garmin Express app, and I'm going to let that do the map updates, because as you can see on here, it does boast free lifetime map and traffic updates. So that's really awesome. That's another reason I bought this. If it wasn't free map updates, even if they were new, I wouldn't touch them, because maps alone can cost as much as a brand new GPS. I remember the old TomTom 1XL we had, our very first GPS. When the maps got outdated, they wanted $89.95 to update the maps. Well, you get a new TomTom at the time for $100, so it just wasn't worth the money. Not sure what else we're going to do today. I'm thinking about running over to Hampton. I went down to Virginia Beach yesterday, and you know, I was going to film, but I just didn't feel like it. I had one of those days I wanted to just take for myself and just kind of enjoy the thrift store shopping. Got some monitors and a few small things. Nothing I think you guys would really be interested in, but we'll see what happens the rest of the day. Baxter just came down here. I was hoping he'd sleep for a while. He's been a real pain. This morning he came up on me around 4:30, I think it was, and what he does is he comes up on me and he kneads like this right on my chest. But as most cats knead, they keep their claws retracted. He doesn't. He actually kneads with his claws, so that kind of hurts after a while. And I don't sleep with a shirt on, so he's doing that to my bare skin. It's one of the reasons why we're always keeping his claws short, and it's something we have to do with that cat. Let me go and get to work on this. We'll see what the rest of the day brings, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I don't know why, but for some reason this Garmin Express app requires me to download Microsoft .NET Framework, which is usually alright, but on this computer it takes forever because I'm just running off a Wi-Fi, just a little wireless end adapter, because we never did get a chance to wire this house for Ethernet, but that's okay. I can be a patient person. But I'll go ahead and show you guys the box a little bit closer since I have it here. Again, once again, Garmin Nuvi 1450 LMT. Looks like the LMT stands for Lifetime Map and Traffic Edition, which probably meant at the time there were two different versions. A cheaper version, which is just the Garmin Nuvi 1450, which did not include the free lifetime maps, and then this one, which I'm sure was a little bit more at the time. And another thing I really like about this, you can see this has US and Canada maps, which is very important because my father being French-Canadian, they are going to be doing some traveling in Canada this coming year, so I did not realize that. That is really nice to have. Normally, you just get the U.S. maps and you have to pay extra for the Canadian maps, so really a fantastic deal. If you guys have any CHKDs near you, I would highly recommend checking them out. Maybe you can get some deals like this, but yeah, party bonus. All right, tubers, I'm back in my room working on a computer. And I thought I'd take a minute and show you something really cool that I picked up at the thrift store the other day. This one I got from the Hope House thrift store. It is a Technics dual cassette deck that is interesting for a few reasons. Before I get into that, I was kind of bummed out when I picked up this deck. It had a fully intact, beautiful mid to late 80s Technics badge on it, and unfortunately when I got home, about 3/4 of it was missing, so I just wound up pulling the rest of it off. That is kind of a known problem with these mid to late 80s models. The badges just kind of pull off, but it is what it is. First thing that makes it kind of interesting is the way that the decks are actually arranged. These are not both dual auto-reverse decks. Only deck A is. Deck B is just got the series play and the auto tape select. Basically what that means is when this stops, it'll automatically rewind and play that same side again, which actually have a journey tape in there right now. Deck A, on the other hand, does everything. Auto reverse, series play, auto tape select. It even, what that means, it'll actually select the type of tape that you put in there. In other words, chrome or normal. And metal as well. I didn't even notice that when I first got it. So basically, I'll go ahead and pull this tape out here. Yep. Go ahead and put this in, and it'll let me know that this is a normal type 1 tape. If it was a chrome tape, it would go to chrome, and a metal tape, it would select metal. Some of the features on this, it does have the record and play timer switch right there. Dolby B and C, no S on this unit, very rare to find that anyway. It is computer controlled. Very, very nice controls here. It's kind of got that brushed aluminum finish that was so popular in the mid to late 80s. Got an analog tape counter here. Nothing digital about that, really, other than the actual numbers. Over here, we have, this is kind of a nice touch. There are separate controls for the left and right audio for the record level. I kind of like that because some of my older tapes are stronger on one side or one channel than the other, so I can actually manually adjust these when I'm doing dubbing or recording just to get the right, exact right levels for each track, which I really like. Got some interesting features here for the reverse mode. You have the one-way mode. You have the two-side mode. I believe that's basically what happens. It'll play one side of the tape, play the other side, and then stop. And then you have your basically continual mode. Usually this means it'll play the tape 6 to 7 times back and front, and then it'll stop. So I like the individual switches for each. Editing, I am not sure what that does. 2-speed dubbing, and that is your regular dubbing. So regular dubbing and 2-speed dubbing. And this does have a awesome looking fluorescent I can't even think, peak level, I can't even think what you call those things, a sound bar. And then up top, you have your controls for the Dolby noise reduction, Dolby B and C. I'll go ahead and play just a snippet of the Journey one right here, the Journey tape I have, but I don't want to play too much for obvious reasons. Go ahead and play that for a minute. Everything works well. Belts, surprisingly, are perfect in this, so we'll go ahead and just give you guys a little treat. That's about as much as I'm willing to risk. And plus, you guys are not getting the full benefit. But excellent, excellent dual cassette deck. If I have one criticism, I think that this deck A, the speed may be slightly slow. So I'll go ahead and work on adjusting that. But other than that, deck is in really immaculate shape, with the exception of it missing the badge now. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little peek at this. May be featured in a future video. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about putting it on my stack here and replacing that Onkyo dual cassette deck, which I really do not like at all. It's one of the newer Onkyo decks and very, very cheaply made. Doesn't have half the features that this beautiful vintage Technics deck does. So, gonna go ahead and shut this down, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later. Tubers, Mom and I are going shopping. Got to run a few errands, got to go to Aldi, and of course going to check the thrift stores. What else is new, right? Working on these two GPSs, and I'm really happy with them, except for the fact that I had to add a micro SD card to each of them because the new maps are too big for the internal memory. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're US and Canada maps on there, so not too big of a deal. I was just rooting through my junk drawer and I found two micro SD cards. One is a 4 gig, the other was an old 32 gig that I had. Both of them seem to work fine, so finishing up with those, and we'll see what else happens today. Maybe get something at the thrift store, I don't know. I'm thinking about trying to go back to the thrift store I got those two at, because they had two more refurbished ones, and Dad seems kind of interested, so if I can get back down there today, I'll try to pick those up for him. But if not, no big foul. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. All right, Tubers, Mom wants everybody to see your new hat, no, possibly. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. She's thinking about it. Isn't that cool? You say they call it an Easter hat? Mm-hmm. That is really cool. It's got a little bow on top with little diamond-esque things, or what do they call them? Diamondoid? I don't know. Fake diamond. Fake diamond looking stuff. How much is it? $7.99. Oh, heck, I would buy it. A lot of them. But the problem is I have such a large head, I can barely get any to fit me. Well, that's me too. I mean, we both have really big heads. I'm going to go look on the mirror. Okay, but yeah, they got quite a few hats here. I mean, look at all this. Some of these are a little more expensive, but not bad at all. I have to do some shopping myself. I need to go look for some unmentionables, which I'm not going to mention here. So, see what else we get into today, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later. All right, Tubers, so Milo's getting his yearly brushing, and I say that because it's probably the first time this year he's been brushed. He likes to play with it, though.
Yeah, but it's not a toy. It's to be brushed. That's not a toy. No toy.
It's like, Mommy, I don't like it. I'd rather play.
He always wants to play.
Which is odd, because most cats do like being brushed.
Oh, he's purring. You hear him?
No, he's biting it.
Yeah, he's purring his head off.
Purring, buddy?
You like what? You're purring. Oh, my gosh. You see the hair? Wow.
Is he biting you?
Look at the hair. I just vacuumed this the other day.
Let me see. Oh, look at that.
That's from the perch. I vacuumed it the other day.
I can't believe he's...
Hey, you want to play with it? Okay, you can play with it.
All right, Tubers. Well, we're going to let Milo play with the brush. I think Mom sufficiently removed enough hair from him so he doesn't keep messing up the house. But you're a good boy, Milo. Go ahead and have your fun. Yeah, she was so sweet. All right, Tubers, I will catch you guys a little bit later. All right, Tubers, Mom's going to hold up these two shirts I got from Rose's to show you what a fantastic deal I got on these. That's like a turquoise blue, I would call it, or just a turquoise. They are Comfort Colors 2XLs, 100% cotton, and these were, what? $1.99 each, down from $7.99. So that was the first one. They're both 2XLs. And this is kind of like a powder blue.
Or periwinkle blue, I would call it.
Is that what they call them? Periwinkle blue?
That's what I call it.
That's really nice. Perfect. Again, same thing for $1.99. Comfort Colors, 100% cotton.
Yep, for
$1.99. There's the price to prove it. So if you guys have a Roses near you, definitely check them out. They had a whole rack of these things. I guess we dropped the receipts. Tubers, I'm going to end the vlog here today. Mom, Dad, and I are really tired. I hope you guys are enjoying these. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.